Hello and welcome to another side play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Shards. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month. So, and the last Let's Play, we were at the Coliseum where Cole couldn't participate and we went to detention. But I don't know, there was something where it's like if Cole couldn't do something, then we would get like double detention or something, or private detention. I don't know. But Cole was able to do it, so we got to get free. And then we went with Tate to go check on the wyvern that, I don't know, maybe we just pressed skips and I don't remember it or something like that prior. But it was like, yeah, we haven't... He got kidnapped since we were in detention. But then we had a good evening with him, and now we're gonna tell him we're going to meet with, you know, Marina and Ollie, because, sorry Tate, we did do your route. Reset face. And begin. Yes, I actually did. It's okay. I expect this. I'm not too upset. I mean, I'd much rather end the day with you, since we had so much fun together, but it's fine. We can still go meet up with Dal and Aiden for dinner. That would be lovely. Actually, you might as well go there now. I'm getting a little motion sickness. We didn't get to take advantage of the numerous free rides. Thus, the cat had to leave my shoulder way too early, which makes me somewhat cold. And pressing the skip button again. Meow. He's not even going to propose the idea of spending the night together. Didn't you promise a sex meeting after tonight? Why the hell would he want to stick around? I wouldn't call it a sex meeting necessarily, but you're right. It takes a lot of willpower not to call after him as I watch the white tip tail of his tail disappear behind the corner. I follow shortly after and make my way to my room. No surprise awaits me inside as I open the door. I had left the window open. Thankfully, bugs weren't very interested in the random dark room, so I'm spared in that regard. Man, I wish the bugs here would give me that respect. I don't know, I get mites every now and then, and it's like, where you guys fucking come from? I decided to make take a quick shower immediately. Unlike yesterday, I didn't just get sweaty, but also dirty from spending so much time in the forest. So like it or not, I need this. Besides, I can't go by my meeting all musky. Marina, beautiful, elegant, sly fox. A quick shower almost turned into a whole woo session, but I pushed those lewd thoughts back. If what happened in the past 2 days was any indication, then I'll need to conserve my woo, or this woo. Help with painting, huh? After midnight, nonetheless. Oh, right. We'll do some painting, alright. I'll make sure to dry myself very well before slipping out, not bothering with the towel around my waist. If a certain cat wants another view, this time's from the front, so be it. I get changed, put on my best underwear, and then immediately check my phone. Bingo. One message from Midnight Snack. Yes, this is the name I changed her contact to after her invitation. Sumi. It reads, "Greetings. I apologize if this message finds you at a bad time." Why is she so formal in text? Shut up, it's cute. I hope her meeting's still on? I realize I forgot to mention the exact time. My bad. How does, let's say, 03 AM sound? Same place, my studio. I sent 10:07. I reply, "Nothing can stand between me and our meeting. The time is great." Sent 11:34 PM. Well then, let's go. Already? There's almost an hour until then. So, what am I supposed to do? Stare at the ceiling? You could practice your flirting in the mirror. So, you have something to laugh at? No thanks. It's worth a try. Maybe not flirting, but checking myself out in the mirror sounds enticing right now. I do want to look my best tonight. I spend the next 30 minutes finding any imperfections in my looks. Loose hair strands, not on my watch. Wrinkled shirt collar, scribbles, fix it. Pretty please? My tail is fluffed up and smooth. My ass is nice and plump looking. All that remains is to spray perfume, and I'm out the door as the clock strikes midnight. I walk slowly towards the academy, enjoying the night sounds and the occasional lights from a few businesses still open at this hour. I don't know, I feel like past midnight is a bit late to go to some place to do some uwu and stuff like that. I don't know. Like, doing uwu at that time? Sure, but that would be like, what, number 2 or 3, maybe? The corridors of the dark aren't dark and cold. Obviously not a sign that you should be working late at night here. Let's see. I believe that door should be your studio. I wonder if other same people can be found this late in the academy. Oh, maybe she went in at that time just in case there's late classes and stuff like that. Though it is a sex academy. I stand in front of the only door on the hallway with the light on. Behind it, I can hear someone muttering to themselves, objects clinging and clashing together at times. I knock a couple of times. The sounds stop instantly, then hurried steps come to the door. The door opens wide, and the figure of a not-so-white fox stands leaning on the doorframe. As soon as she sees me, her eyes squint and her smile grows wider. Hi, Cody. Glad you showed up. I said I wouldn't miss this for anything. Although, I'd lie if I said I know exactly why I'm here. I was a bit obscure, wasn't I? But I also thought you might catch up on your own. I feel the same, but I didn't want to jump to conclusions. Then, allow me to make the first real move. She takes a step outside the room, grabs me by the tie, and kisses me gently on the mouth. Realizing this is my first ever kiss, I melt on the spot. Well, at least it gets smooched. I always hate visual novels where it's like, you woo, like once or a couple of times, but you don't kiss. Both because of the amalgamation of emotions I'm feeling, and also because her lips are the most delicate thing any body part of mine could have ever touched. The moment only lasts for a few seconds. I can tell, with all her confidence, she just feels as insecure about me as this whole thing. So, am I clear enough right now? Yes, ma'am. If you don't mind, I'd like to continue. Then, come on in. She makes way for me to enter, eyeing me intensely as we walk by. Marina looks to be the same height as me in general, but the heels she wears like to mock me. She closes the door behind and locks it, even if the hallways are as dead as something dead. The room is spacious, but quite empty. She did not lie about her art passion. Did I do a thing where we do the other routes for the raccoon? I don't remember. In the middle stand 2 large desks filled with supplies, finished paintings, as well as some that are still work in progress or a failed project. A couple of clay sculptures are kept in a special corner. The 2 of them have a striking resemblance to a mouse I know. I'm surprised to see the roses I gave her yesterday, still strong and colorful, chilling in water vase on the table. The canvas on the stand waits patiently for the paints to be thrown on it, waiting the main attraction in the room, or face the main attraction. A nice sofa, like you see in the movies, or rich people's houses, with red curtains behind it. This place is incredible. Mind if I knock yourself out? I was like, might want to just put my thingy over here just in case. I walk over to the paintings by the desk and picks them up one by one. All of them have different person on it, with different poses. I see Ollie, Dallin, Aiden, Tate, and even Sebastian, the server from last night. It looks so real. She blushes. Kissing me is not worth the blood in her cheeks, but a compliment to her, the painting is. I'm guessing it's my turn to be artistic victim tonight? right? It's called a muse, and yes. And after that, will I get to paint your pretty face as well? Damn. I didn't know you could draw. I can't. Then, she chuckles, high in her face. I get it. I should leave the artistic viewpoint, as long as you're around. I was thinking you could do that in the middle of my work. In the middle? Can I ask you this? What are you willing to do for me? In what context? Sex-wise. Is there something you're not comfortable with? I'm pretty open about anything, as long as it's not too extreme. So, pegging? But you should know, my favorite thing in the world is pleasuring my partner and leaving them satisfied above all else. She lights up. That's exactly what I like to hear. In that case, let me prepare my model. Just in case, she comes closer, swaying her outfit ribbons from side to side and takes off my tie. She moves onto my shirt and I comply. She pushes me onto the couch and proceeds to take off my shoes, socks, and pants off. And my underwear got a little extra special treatment, having her eyes burn into mine while she slides them off. She walks over to the desk and takes something out, walking back to me with whatever's behind her back and helps me up. Well, I guess I could just do this on my own. Get up. Put your hands around me and hold tight, but don't let go until I tell you so. Oop. Well, I'll just leave that there for a hot second. I don't know, I felt like maybe they were gonna be a little bit artistic. It's, it is an art session, Okay. Well, I went to get as much as I could. And he is too. And man, that's a nice backside. Anyways, I do as she says, my woo body pressing against hers, and her hands are fidgeting behind my back. I feel her clawed fingers grope my woo, and an unexpected but welcome move. She spreads my cheek apart with one hand. Cold woo drips from the base of my thing to say, makes me shiver. What are... Shh, no questions. Oh, I see what she has there. Don't talk. But please, make as much noise as you want for me. The next moment, 2 fingers woo his woo. I let out a woo without thinking and hold on to her tighter. The kiss was gentle, her fingers were not. Also, they're pointy. Just saying. And especially not the second one that came after. That's it. We just need to woo you up a bit. This should do it. She throws the bottle aside and removes her woo. Her fingers? The relief only lasted briefly, as something much woo presses woo. I close my eyes shut tight, knowing full well what's about to happen. Usually, when I do things like this alone, I take my time. I woo my toys, a woo-woo, then a woo, then a woo-woo, to make sure it doesn't hurt. When someone else does it, on the other hand. That's a nice thing. A small, but very woo toy, which I presume is a woo. Judging by the resistance it puts, it's fully inside. She wiggles it around, as more sounds than ever made before. I had never made before escape her mouth. Good boy. She said, good boy. You can let go now. She walks away to a corner of the room, leaving me standing there, naked and plugged in. Haha. A long, thin piece of silk, strands coiled up around a mannequin's head, which she borrows and brings to me. It says burrows. I'm just gonna put this in the thing. Just in case. It burrows. Hold this for me. Maybe like this? Bring your leg here. Don't be shy. Let the goods be shown clearly. It's clearly embarrassing, but I go along with her commands until I'm in a position she's satisfied with. You're not too cold, are you? No, the opposite. In a situation like this. Perfect. Now stand still. She walks behind the empty canvas, eyeing inside me before picking up a brush. You know, I have to say, I do talking, stuff like that, but one thing I envy about the furry universe is having a clean, certain body parts. You know? Because he didn't think about that. But, you know, he's perfectly fine. Unlike me, who actually has to prep. It's a unique experience to pose nude for someone. Especially when I see the frowns and angry looks on her face as she struggles with anatomy. The lip bites, smiles, and thigh squeezing make up for it, showing that in the end, she loves what she's doing. Or at least that what she's seeing. Minutes pass by, brushstroke after brushstroke, sweat dripping down her forehead. Finally, is it done? Sketch. You gotta be kidding. What? Poured already? The pressure on my woo is a nice touch, but stand here without wooing myself? Yes, I'd say becomes a little boring. Then, it's time for my hidden technique to rise to the surface. Remember what I told you before? That I'm working on some special magic to help me? I did retain that information. She lets go of her brush midair, but instead of falling down, it remains levitating. She makes her way towards me while slowly removing her dress. Don't you dare move a muscle. You don't want to ruin my painting, do you? No, ma'am. That's nice. Before I know it, she stands before me, completely naked. She cups my woo with cold hands, almost making me break my pose. Then dangles a small remote in front of me. Now, let me join you, and make it more interesting. She presses a button on the toy, and the toy begins to woo, making sure I see her doing so. Still bored? No, good to hear. Hope you don't mind me using this to make my pose more dynamic. My woo is as a woo as it can get, when her hands gently touch my woo and start to woo along the woo. But what about the painting? Aw, you're that concerned about my hobby. That's cute, but look over there. The brush that was levitating begins to move when Marina settles in her pose and stops moving. What's happening? She presses another button on the remote, speeding up the woo. Oh god. I realize I have a very weak affinity to animation. Huh? Ironic name, I know. I train my brush to paint whatever it is in front of it, as long as nothing moves too much. It's not as good at it as me, but it's faster. Are you even listening? Hard to listen when you're basically wooing me from inside and outside. Well, if you're asking so nicely, I'll just set it to max. The woo is too much, overwhelmed with sensations, combined with the fact that I'm abstaining myself for this exact moment. I'm reaching my woo at a rapid rate. I'm gonna... Don't move. You'll ruin the painting. What is that? Wait, what is that if not an invitation to woo all over? My woo is directed at her woo or face, and some heavy hits on my woo. I start wooing like a fountain. Her pristine white fur gets covered in more white stuff, getting some in her pink, silky hair and along her hourglass body. Although it wasn't your conventional uwu, it was still the best uwu I ever had, lasting for 10 seconds, encouraged by the continuous high vibrations, uwu, and the immense pleasure running through my whole body. Finally, the toy stops moving, and my balls, my heck run dry. For the first time, I start panting like an animal, my stamina drained along with my woo. Marina keeps the same sly, satisfied expression as she likes to make. She doesn't look too bothered by her wet, sticky woo. At the moment, the brush slowly descends and lays on the canvas stand. I hope I didn't ruin the painting. Let's see. Marina walks to the canvas and takes a good look at it. I'm still too stunned to move, so I foolishly don't follow. I mean, I can show this for a hot minute. I'll just censor at those parts since I'm already censoring things. A smile across her face, she picks up the painting and turns it around. Wow. Marina was the one that made the sketch for the poses, and that is impressive, but the coloring done by the brush itself is amazing as well. This one goes straight into my personal collection. Unless you want it? There's a cat that likes to teleport in my room whenever he wants. Better not then. Still, I came here thinking we'd woo and be done with it. This is way more entertaining than I thought. I don't know, I feel like if you wooed her that would be entertaining. Wasn't too weird, was I? Or I wasn't? No way. I mean, you're a total freak, don't get me wrong. But the good kind. Actually, that reminds me. You didn't woo, did you? I direct my gaze to her uwu, the fur between them, soaking uwu. Or, yes? Watch out, Cody. Your gayness is showing. Oh, give me a break. I never thought a woman, especially one as hot as you, would want to do stuff like this with me. I've been preparing for uwu men all my life. So, I guess he's like mostly gay, but then kind of likes squeals. I can see that, but that is not a problem or anything. You can answer her question. No, I did not. But don't worry, that was never my intention. I only ever want to have this memory. Now when 3 a.m. comes around and I can't sleep, I'll have to do something to look back upon. Wait, I'll have something to look back upon. And this treasure to look at. She smooches the painting, some paint sticking to her lips. Might have been a bad idea. She puts the canvas back down, spins around, and gets engulfed in a layer of ice. The ice shatters and disappears, leaving clean fur behind. I mean, I've heard that's one way of getting it out of your hair. No paint, no woo, no nothing. Holy shit, that's such a nice trick. You learn a thing or two when a single element is all you're talented at. You want to quit clean as well? I'll warn you, it's gold. Can't say I got too dirty, but this bad boy could use some wipe. I point to my now softened, dripping woo. Say no more. Cold? More like freezing. Urgh. I thought the ice age came back for a moment. Told you so. We both get dressed, and let that after woo silence set. Hey, so this might be weird, but I want to give you something. If it's the painting we established I don't want. Can't take. I don't want, can't take it. Wait, you don't want the painting of that? It's not that. It's something a bit more personal. She conjures a lot of magic in her hands, making them glow. When she opens them, a small blue stone appears, similar to the one she wears around her neck. Here. The stone? Thanks. It's a magic stone, or magical stone. Now you grab my attention. Me and Ollie have one as well. It's a bit silly, but you know how cowardly and optimistic Ollie is, no offense to him. Yeah? It's kind of like the ultimate protection for both of us. Whenever you're in big danger, it activates, and the other person knows exactly where we are. I can already tell he finds it reassuring to know his friends are safe when he's not around, and vice versa. Yes, it's nice for me too. Also, was that just a bit? Did I read about it? Man. Maybe this stuff doesn't get as much reading and proofreading since, if you're doing this game, you're probably going to be gay and going to avoid the goyles, but also be, if you're doing this, you're probably going to be like me and go to Tate Street, even though that's a nice, tall glass of fox right there. Both of us have 2 stones. So far, we haven't given one to anyone else, but I want you to have this one. I don't know what to say. Honestly, it's probably worthless. The school is not that dangerous. I can't consider it a friendship bracelet. Do you think it'll work during the test? Doubt even headmaster would put a student's life in danger for the stone to activate. I'm gonna treasure this anyway. Thank you so much. She smiles in return, such a warm, sisterly smile. You wouldn't believe the things we did before this moment. I mean, I love that shit where it's like, you can, I mean, you didn't bang exactly, but you could do just freaky stuff, and then you're like, okay, after that, you know, what would be the thing? You're just cool with each other and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, sisterly, or whatever. Now, we have big data battle. The battles are coming up. You're right. I forgot how tired I actually was before even coming here. I invite you over, but I believe my husband is still home tonight. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Wow, you should have seen your face. That was a cruel joke. I mean, I guess if you're in this school, and whether or not you had a husband, you're gonna have to be in an open relationship or something like that. Or at least open with regards to Nightkin? Or Nightfallen? I know, I'm too serious of a person to make jokes like that. Still, I'll go see if Ollie's around, then go to sleep for a while as well. Good night then. Thanks for the great time. And the gift. Thanks for being my muse. And with that, and so I leave, with a fresh memory of a smiling, elegant fox in my mind. Walking back to the dorm was a blur. Each second made me more and more tired as the adrenaline and other love chemicals running out. You know, that's kind of funny that, like, I've been here for a couple of months in my new apartment. I haven't done anything. Like, okay, yeah, I haven't done anything in this sort of thing, but I haven't done anything with a toy, you know? I don't know. The only battles I also have a wildfire hunt in the morning. Oh, right. I hope I don't sleep in. Thankfully, I don't need another shower. At the very least. Sweet dreams, here I come. Next thing I feel is the cold side of a pillow hitting my face, and the heavy blanket covering me up. And then pressing the skip button. Of course. I'll just go fuck myself then. It'll be easier to woo this way, too, since I'll have the thought of you two woo fresh in my brain. He walks away, around the corner and disappearing from view. Somebody stepping on his tail, huh? Don't mind him, he's a bit on edge because of stuff. Well, he wasn't exactly wrong, huh? I did mainly want to ask you if you'd be interested in joining me for the evening. It's like, what, 1, 2 in the morning? As I asked, I want to get to know you better. And since fate, let's roll this back a bit. Since, you know, we're near time, and I don't know how long these things are. You know? So that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Please comment, guys. Comments, you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos that have grown, and we'll have control of the pet population. I just realized I haven't had lunch because it's like 3:38, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm hungry, need food. Food goes in here, and I mean, yeah. Comment, guys, like, comments, spay neuter your animals, all that good stuff. What else was I thinking? Oh, and if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, which is $5 a month. And until next time, another Let's Play, side play, me, GamerWolfSix of Shards. So thanks and see ya.